Dinosaurs have captured the human imagination for centuries, but much of what people believe about them is shaped by myths, misconception, and popular culture. Movies, cartoons, and even early scientific interpretations often portrayed dinosaurs as slow, lumbering, unintelligent monsters draped in grayscales and living in a prehistoric nightmare. In reality, dinosaurs were diverse, dynamic, and highly adapted creatures, far more complex than most myths suggest. Separating fact from fiction reveals a fascinating world of biology, behavior, and evolution that is more incredible than any Hollywood depiction. One of the most persistent myths is that all dinosaurs were enormous and terrifying. While it is true that some species, such as Argentinosaurus or Tyrannosaurus rex, reached massive sizes, the majority of dinosaurs were much smaller. Many were no larger than a turkey or a dog, agile and perfectly suited to their ecological niches. Small theropods hunted insects, lizards, or other small prey, and some herbivores grazed in flocks, exhibiting complex social behavior. The myth of giant, monstrous dinosaurs arises from selective attention to the largest species, often highlighted in films, while ignoring the true diversity of body sizes that existed for millions of years. Another common misconception is that all dinosaurs were slow and clumsy. Fossilized trackways, limb anatomy, and muscle reconstructions show that many species were fast and highly agile. Theropods, such as Velociraptor or Dromaeosaurus, were capable of running at impressive speeds, using agility and intelligence to hunt. Even some large sauropods could move efficiently despite their size, using long legs, balanced tails, and coordinated gaits. The idea of dinosaurs as lumbering beasts is outdated. In reality, they were highly capable and dynamic animals. A widespread myth is that all dinosaurs were scaly and reptilian. Early depictions, influenced by lizards and crocodiles, imagined dinosaurs as gray, leathery monsters. Fossil evidence now shows that many dinosaurs, particularly theropods, had feathers or feather-like structures. Feathers served multiple functions, including insulation, display, camouflage, and, in some species, flight. Ordinese scan, while primarily scaly, also displayed a wide range of textures and potential coloration patterns, making dinosaurs far more visually diverse than the old myths of uniform gray scaly skin. Many people assumed dinosaurs were unintelligent creatures. While intelligence varied among species, fossil evidence and behavioral reconstructions suggest that many dinosaurs were capable of complex behavior. Herding behavior, nesting, parental care, and even problem-solving indicate advanced cognitive abilities. Small theropods likely relied on social cooperation for hunting, while larger herbivores may have coordinated movements and group defense strategies. Comparing brain size relative to body size, some dinosaurs, especially certain theropods and had relatively large brains, suggesting higher intelligence than often credited. Another myth is that dinosaurs were solitary creatures, always fighting or competing. In truth, many species exhibited social behavior. Fossilized trackways show herding and coordinated movement. Nesting sites reveal communal nesting areas, parental care, and even interactions among communication. Through vocalizations, visual displays, and body language likely played an important role in maintaining social groups, warning of predators, or coordinating movements. Dinosaurs were far from the antisocial monsters portrayed in early media. Many were highly social and cooperative. People often believe that all dinosaurs coexisted simultaneously. In reality, dinosaurs evolved over more than 165 million years, spanning the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. Species from different periods never For example, Stegosaurus lived in the Jurassic period, tens of millions of years before Tyrannosaurus rex appeared in the late Cretaceous. The popular image of all dinosaurs roaming together is a dramatic simplification, ignoring the complex timeline of evolution. The myth that dinosaurs were cold-blooded like modern reptiles is also largely inaccurate. Evidence from bone structure, growth rates, and predator-prey ratio suggests that many dinosaurs were warm-blooded or had metabolic systems somewhere between reptiles and mammals. Rapid growth in juveniles, high activity levels, and adaptations for thermoregulation indicate that dinosaurs maintained energy and body temperature in ways that allowed for sustained activity and survival in varied climates. The idea that dinosaurs were all extinct in the traditional sense is partly a myth. While Nanavian dinosaurs did perish during the Cretaceous-Paleogene mass extinction around 66 million years ago, their legacy continues through birds, which are the direct descendants of small theropod dinosaurs. Birds inherit feathers, skeletal features, and even some behavioral traits from their dinosaur ancestors. In this sense, dinosaurs are not completely gone. They live on in our skies today, revealing the continuity of evolution. Another misconception comes from the portrayal of predatory dinosaurs as relentless, mindless killers. Fossil evidence shows that predation was strategic and opportunistic. Hunting likely involved stealth, cooperation, and careful energy expenditure. Not all encounters with prey resulted in kills, and many predators would have scavenged or avoided high-risk confrontations. Similarly, herbivorous dinosaurs were not defenseless. Armor, horns, social behavior, and sheer size provided protection, allowing them to survive alongside dangerous predators. Movies often exaggerate dinosaur vocalizations. Real dinosaurs probably did not roar like cinematic monsters. Instead, many species likely produced low-frequency rumbles, hisses, chirps, and other vocalizations. Some had resonating crests that amplified sounds over long distances. Vocal communication was used for mating, warning, and social coordination rather than dramatic theatrical roars. The idea that dinosaurs were all fierce and aggressive is also a simplification. While predation and competition existed, many species likely spent much of their lives foraging, migrating, and caring for young. Parental care, herd behavior, and social learning required patience and cooperation, traits inconsistent with the myth of constant violence. Dinosaurs were living creatures with complex daily routines, not relentless killing machines. The myth that dinosaur fossils are rare is also misleading. In reality, paleontologists have discovered thousands of species worldwide. Fossils include not just bones, but also eggs, nests, footprints, skin impressions, and even preserved feathers. These fossils allow scientists to reconstruct anatomy, behavior, coloration, and evolution in incredible detail. The picture of dinosaurs is therefore not vague or speculative. It is supported by extensive and growing evidence. In conclusion, separating dinosaur myths from facts reveals creatures far more diverse, intelligent, and fascinating than commonly imagined. Dinosaurs ranged from tiny feathered predators to massive armored herbivores, displayed complex social behaviors, cared for their young, evolved over millions of years, and left a legacy that persists in modern birds. They were not slow, gray, or simple monsters, but vibrant, dynamic animals perfectly adapted to their ecological niches. Understanding the truth about dinosaurs allows us to appreciate them not just as prehistoric curiosities, but as some of the most remarkable organisms to ever walk the earth.